Vi åker de knappt 2 kilometerna från Hubert Brulls kontor till coffeeshopen vid gränsen. Väl där låter oss inte filma och ingen vill tala med oss innan chefen kommer. 4,5 timmar senare får vi tillåtelse att intervjua en anställd om vi inte filmar hans ansikte. Han kallar sig för Appy och har jobbat här i snart 9 år.
In Holland we can sell it and everybody who comes in the coffee shop can buy it. So if I have to say you're German, I can't sell you, it's discrimination. So I gotta check where you're from. It's a store. Everybody is welcome, everybody can buy. I think approximately 70-75% is Germany. So a lot. Because all the towns, Mönchengladbach, Düsseldorf, Essen, Kaldenkirchen, all the towns here in a price of 50 till 100 kilometers, they all come to Venlo. It's like a big tractor. How do you say that? Yeah. They all come here. Venlo is the place to be.
Vi vänder åter mot Amsterdam. Besöket i Venlo har gett oss en ny bild av hur en coffeeshop kan vara. Det vänliga mottagandet vi fått överallt i Amsterdam fanns inte i Venlo. Det blandade klientelet till trots verkade ha en misstänksamhet mot oss gemensamt. Ingen ville ställa upp på bild och det krävdes övertalning för att till slut få Appy att medverka. Vi lämnar Venlo med ett intryck av att hela verksamheten sköts på ett smutsigare sätt utanför det mer turistinriktade Amsterdam. Utmed en av Amsterdams kanaler ligger Greenhouse, en av stans mest berömda coffeeshop och stor favorit i Cannabis Cup. Eftersom det är cup släpper man bara in det som har domarpass och här är det besökare från hela världen.
Just sitting here at the greenhouse, hanging out, drinking some beer with a friend. Smoking a little bit of, what was it you got? Gravity from the resin. Really, really good. Yeah, we've been here for like a week already. So we're here for the Cannabis Cup. We're going to be here for till the 29th or so, November. So it's almost 2 weeks being here. It's not bad overall. You learn a lot about a lot of different places. You get to see a lot of the city. Pretty much you can learn about anything. Culture, marijuana, history of about anything from art to food. So
I'm from Brazil, São Paulo City. Yes, man, I came from the Cannabis Cup and everybody's just chilling, walking around, very nice time. I think that's a bigger event outside Europe than inside Europe. This is very, very famous at São Paulo, the city where I come from. Peace, bud. Peace.
Greenhouse har en bardisk och en cannabisdisk. På menyn finns många olika varianter av hasch och marijuana och här träffar vi Jessica som har kommit hit från Australien.
What am I doing here? I've come to smoke a lot because I like to smoke and it's nice to smoke in a place where you don't have to worry. I think it's quite cool actually. It's quite nice to celebrate it for a change.
It's just awesome. It's something different. It's legal and you can taste all different brands of pot, whatever you'd call it, over here. It's awesome. We don't get this at home, so.
Bakom cannabisdisken står Arlo.
I've been working here for 2.5 years. I was looking for a job. And I like to smoke, so it goes hand in hand. It's always lively, yeah? There's always something to do. There's always good atmosphere, there are good people around here. So, yeah, it's a fun job, not complaining.
För storfavoriten Greenhouse är Cannabis Cup en viktig händelse.
Well, it's quite important. It's a big event. You get a lot of tourists, you get a lot of connoisseurs, people who know to smoke, who want to try to smoke, who are interested in new breeds and new varieties. So this is a chance for us to show all what we have, what we developed the last couple of years. That's our ultimate chance to show to all the people. I reckon our Cannabis Cup entry is the best for this year.
Men var kommer då all denna cannabis ifrån? I Holland har man ett lagligt dilemma och Arlo förklarar hur det ligger till.
Yeah, there's a situation we have in Holland where it's legal for us to sell it, but it's illegal for buying it in. So what we get is just that we we can breed it. You cannot grow it. Basically, that's illegal. Although the punishment is not as strong as in other countries, still that's an illegal thing to do. But we are legal to sell it to the customers.
So where do you get it from?
From the back door.
From the back door?
Yeah.
From your mama.
Många kändisar har besökt Greenhouse genom åren och ägaren Arjan stoltserar gärna med det. Väggarna är fyllda av foton på Arjan ihop med olika kändisar. Vi träffar Arjan och frågar honom om kuppens betydelse.
Well, what is more important for us is to spread out the message that the cannabis system in Holland is working, especially for countries like Sweden, France and America, where we can really see there's more problems than here. The coffee shop system in Holland exists now 30 years, and for us it's a great platform to give out the message to the whole world that we should have coffee shops everywhere.
Trots sitt favoritskap tonar han ner vikten av Cannabis Cup.
Well, to be honest with you, we already won 30 Cannabis Cups the last 15 years. So if we win 31 or 32, nobody will remember in a few years. It's just a nice event and we have a lot of customers.
...21 coffeeshops ställer upp i årets Cannabis Cup och Arjan är troligen den mest kända. Han kallar sig King of Cannabis och har låtit tillverka en plastfigur av sig själv som säljs på Greenhouse. Det är nu sista dagen på Cannabis Cup och på väg till avslutningen stöter vi på en annan coffeeshop-ägare. Han heter Mark Jakobs och äger coffeeshopen Rookies.
My family, my father smokes and my uncle smokes, so it was normal for me to grow up in a hash culture. Accidentally, I started working in a coffee shop just because I needed money, and then I understand that I was very good in it. And when I was 23, I started my own coffee shop in this beautiful bar. We also have a hotel nowadays. So.
Mitt emot coffeeshopen har Rookies även en souvenirbutik. Här samsas traditionella väderkvarnar med olika prylar med cannabismotiv. Även Rookies ställer upp i Cannabis Cup, men bara i en kategori och bara med en typ av planta.
Just for the commercial wise, to spread your name and to let other people know we're here, and we have a very unique atmosphere, very friendly atmosphere. Just with one kind of grass, we got our own sort of family brand, and friends of mine, they grow it for me and buy it from them, and we have our own type of plant mixed together. So yeah, it's a nice thing happening for the smokers. You know, it's a universal thing. It's good that it is here. It attracts a lot of people around the world and makes them a little bit wiser about cannabis in general.
Mark Jakobs är även ordförande i Coffee Shop Union som för coffeeshopparnas talan i olika frågor.
We have a coffee shop union since 1993, and that's to unite all the coffee shops and to be a spokesman towards the city council. We make flyers together with other companies to tell people about cannabis for the people who start using for the first time.
Kvällen nalkas och med denna avslutningsceremonin. De 2000 betalande domarna har lagt sina röster i flera olika kategorier som bästa marijuana, bästa inhemska hasch, bästa smuggelhasch och bästa utställare på mässan. Det är en helt vanlig torsdagkväll för Amsterdamborna, men för de ditresta entusiasterna är det kuppens höjdpunkt. Melkweg är åter platsen och det blir snabbt fullt i stora salen. Att Cannabis Cup förändras radikalt sedan den startades blir snabbt tydligt. Av kommersiella skäl tillåts vi inte filma avslutningsceremonin utan hänvisas till att filma High Times egen storbildsskärm i en annan sal. Vi tar oss upp på en balkong och filmar avslutningen i alla fall. Det amerikanska bandet Skeletons värmer upp publiken och de mindre prestigefyllda kategorierna betar snabbt av. Alla väntar på kvällens höjdpunkt, priset för den bästa marijuanan.
And now, a moment we have all been waiting for, the Cup of Cups, the Cannabis Cup, the #1 spot, the 2006 Cannabis Cup Award. Here we go. Your choice goes goes to the Greenhouse Arian Ultra Haze number 1.
Arian Ultra Haze number 1.
Thank you, everybody.
Arian is a multiple Cannabis Cup winner, having won 30 Cannabis Cups over 19 years. Please welcome the King of Cannabis, Arian from the Greenhouse. Once again, Arian from the Greenhouse, multi-Cannabis Cup Award winner, tonight, winning for Arian's original Ultra Haze number 1.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm so delighted to see. I have to find some words. First of all, I want to thank my staff. Don't you think we are the best staff in the world? Yeah! Thank you very much. I want to thank my growers from South Africa and Laos that came for the first time to the cannabis that are hiding here. We have a message here in Holland, and it's a very important message. Yeah? I hope that you see what happens in Holland in the Dutch coffee shops. Happens in 5 or 10 years all over the world, people. Keep smoking greenhouse, keep buying greenhouse seeds, and see you next year. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Arian from the Greenhouse, the King of Cannabis, winner of the Cannabis Cup Award for Arian's Ultra Haze.
Som väntat vinner Arians Greenhouse sin 31:a cup och årets Cannabis Cup har nått sitt slut.
For High Times Magazine. All winners, please come to the stage for photographs for High Times Magazine.
The beat.